Well, my back order from Fair Price Models has arrived, and I've just done a dry fit, make sure it's all there and it all goes together and it's ticked all the boxes. It's about 21 centimetres wide, sort of a mock-up of 4 dwellings. You've got the little access path through the centre, be a little alleyway through your backyards, your other two, and I've just mocked up one of the little sort of outhouses, washrooms that go on the back. They're as little separate buildings, so the back end of this is pretty much a carbon copy. The door heights are slightly different, but the back layout is like that. Pretty much the same. So you can just tag that over your doorway, and then you put your doors and another little set of windows which you get on the sheets to fit in. So that does give you the option of, you know, say these were a slightly bigger yard, you could, like some used to have a separate building further down the yard, you could include them. So I don't know how I'll do it at the minute. I might do it as just a separate terrace with a little yard at the back and have these on the back, as I don't even have a layout to put them on. But yeah, that'll keep me going on the winter nights, maybe next year probably, or into the new year. And another little find was one of these little block signalling servo controllers, which retail on their website new at £40 bar a penny. And this one I picked up on eBay. I'm surprised no one bid on it, but I got it for an opening bid, £7.69 I think, so with the postage it came in at just under £12. So admittedly I have not set it up and tested it yet. It's the second one of these I've bought. So you can program that to control 4 servos, which is the plug outlet there. I have managed to pick up a Megapoints controller one as well, which I think they do 12, which I'll probably program possibly for semaphore signals, and then leave the sort of main point control over to manual operation of the good old-fashioned Pico point motors, and the rest of it will be those servos which I covered in the last video, again from Fair Price, with the little kits to mount the servos on. So, more mailbag goodies today. I had an Amazon Prime voucher of £5 off, but I'd got to use it before the end of the month, and I couldn't really think of much that I wanted other than maybe a few paints. And then I saw this and thought, we had one of these near the railway line. This could become some kind of railside service with a purpose for grain wagons to go to and from. So I had to put that in the shopping basket as well. It's part of the Gauge Master Ford Hampton plastic kits. Pretty much all of Gauge Master's kits are actually Fowler or Polar. They just, yeah, look. Oh, look, it's made in the Deutschland. So it's not actually Gauge Master at all. But most of Gauge Master stuff isn't actually Gauge Master, because even the Prodigy is Model Rectifier Corporation from America. But they just rebrand it all. They've even bought Train Tech now. So yeah, don't get fooled into buying Gauge Master plastic kits. Have a look, which I did as well. It was just a shade cheaper with the voucher than buying exactly the same kit, just in the Fowler box. And I think this is the Battlefield or War Games Basics colours. I had the introductory set or something. Hopefully these aren't the same bloody colours. I think there's a few differences in shades and things. So it'll give me a little bit more variation and something else to fill the rack with over there. Got a few empty spaces. So yeah, a few more of those, and I'll cover what's behind it shortly in a moment. So, what do we got here? I have a bag of 100 pieces of 3 by 3mm square hollow tubing. For trackside or line side cable trough, as a cheap solution to paying lots of money to buy the cardboard flimsy scale model scenery stuff or the expensive wheels. Now obviously this only gives you straight bits, so you need to buy the like Nightwing kits, I think, which give you the sort of T's and curves for elbows and 90 degrees. But I went with the hollow because that way, if this focuses, you can see you can obviously cut a slot. All I've done is scored around the 3 sides with a knife, and then just dirtied it up so you can see the definition. So the idea would be you'd obviously find a suitable concrete coloured paint, and I've just done this. I haven't done any measurements whatsoever. This is just straight off the cuff. Scored it round 3 sides with a knife, utility knife, and then just slice in and then across, and see if we can get on macro. No, it's not going to work. So you've got a hollow section, so you could pass a wire inside to give you the sort of, you know, cable going off to the signalling or whatever, or cut a slot in it and have a piece coming out. And then obviously your little slither that I can't no longer pick up. This was all in place ready to do this bit, and I put some bloody box with a gauge master kit on the top. Now I can't feel it with my fingers. Yeah, you get the idea anyway, don't you? You know, you just paint it all up, put the bloody lid on, stick a bit of glue on it. There you go, look at that. It's just like Tony Hart and Morph in it. And yeah, one piece of trunking, and obviously it will, says he, bend, give you a better angle of the dangle. Oops, and now we've lost the top. There we go. Well, all you boys, with all your Christmas presents, that's what I got. Not even a lump of coal, just that. Well, I got it for her to give to me, but fortunately this year I actually did get paid back, which normally doesn't happen. So I managed to track down, when I was on Kerno's site, excuse the light reflecting on the box there, a sound fitted regional exclusive rail freight general grey. RRP is £260. I got it for £189, I think it was. I thought, well, it's not exactly a bargain, but it's as cheap as they ever get nowadays. So I dropped a not too subtle hint and added it to my acquisitions, along with the little D16 Hornby steam engine. And that was it. Christmas Day came and went, and that was my present. Boo-hoo me, poor old me, eh? That's it. Hence I didn't do a Christmas video. But I treat myself. It's not the overpriced new one. It was the, well, sensibly priced old stock one. a long while ago, I think it was TMC or Rails had them, the old stock rail freight sound fitted, £179.99. Soon as Bachmann announced their last price increase, they didn't drop them or carry on selling them at that price. They upped them to the new Bachmann price, even though it was the old model, pending that the new model would come out even more money. And it promptly disappeared, whether they sold it or it just got absorbed when they put all the old stock up to the new price, which was a bit cheeky, I think. I searched and searched long, high, wide for someone that had the old stock sound fitted for the old money, and for a long while I didn't find one. Then I did. Don't know whether he's got any more. It still says in stock, but then so did his hoppers that I ordered as well, and then I got not sufficient numbers to your order thing on the checkout. So I got down to one and still insufficient. So obviously they didn't have in stock what they say they have, which I had a couple of times trying to buy the Rockware Bachmann Cove hop in British Industrial Sand, if anyone comes across any of those. So yeah, I did manage to find one for £179 from DJM or something, I can't remember now. If you're after one for the old price, he still has possibly some in stock. So I got it today. I ordered it over the Christmas period, half expecting, leading up to Christmas, that someone else would find it and order it for their husband, or someone would buy it for themselves, and it was still on there, or hopefully it was. So in the end, unbeknown to me, my company decided to pay me, well, basically a year's worth of holiday pay, because I only worked up until February and then went off sick, as I have been off work for, well, now 10 months. So I got my holiday, because our year finishes in December. So unbeknown to me, because they still haven't sent me a pay slip for it, I got a well, what is it, 16 days holiday pay, because I only work part-time now due to my health. So it was a nice surprise. So I thought, well, bugger it, that was something I didn't expect. So got to treat yourself, haven't you? I had the funds and I knew where the locomotive was, so I bought it. Does sound a little bit electronic-y there on the startup, but the idle's not too bad. I think it is a candidate for a different speaker. It is a little bit oscillaty, shall we say. But I'd given up because I couldn't find, even the discounted ones of these are 240 quid best of. And the TTS Class 20 chip is no more. You cannot find one of those in a shop for love nor money. So, next fleet acquisition was this little baby. So, I had to treat myself, didn't I? But, those that haven't got the new style one, that's the sheet. Haven't quite fathomed out how to change the volume, because it turns it on and mutes it, and then I presume you go through a cascading effect, but it doesn't seem to do anything. So it does say about a CV change before you can change the volume. So I haven't got this set up on the programming terminals, it's just on the normal track terminals. So it's still set to 03. I'm not too worried at the minute, because obviously it's going to spend most of its time back in the box, unless we get the board out in the brewery and just stretch its legs on there. But at the minute it's still a mess in there. I had a leak come through, so there's a bit of damp and moisture in there, which is still drying out. And I'm still in the process of building my rig. And at the minute my back's so dodgy I can't even lift the 6x4 board up and put it on the trestles. So it's just rolling road or a piece of flexi track at the minute for now. So that's it, folks, for my sort of Christmas, post-Christmas, New Year roundup of yeah, I got this and I bought this for myself. And that's it. I did buy a few, but well, not bargains, eBay bargains at the minute, with everyone being on holiday and having a serious case of more money than sense in some cases. The only thing I managed to get was some old Freightliner wagons without the containers on them, and that was it.